Hello everyone! I hope you're all doing wonderful out there in internet land. Whatever it is that you're doing, I hope you're having a great time. I am wearing the sunglasses because it's kind of summer-ish here, and I hope that you're having fun wherever you are and whatever you're doing. Today we're gonna... Oh, hang on. It goes off. But I can actually see. Oh, that's better. So today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking through this wonderful PR that Miguel C.R. Pinto. So Miguel, I hope I haven't pronounced your name incorrectly too many times there. Yeah, we're going to be looking through this particular PR, and we're going to see what it's all about, see what code changes have been made. We're going to run the tests locally if we can. We're going to do a whole bunch of stuff. So we're going to check that out in a moment. Alter that ever so slightly. This PR was raised ages ago, so I do apologize, Miguel. I'm only just looking into it. So what they've done, I absolutely love this. First off, great top tip in a PR. Make sure you link to an issue that already exists. That's always really useful because then that provides you, the maintainer, with loads and loads and loads of information. I'm going to turn off shield mode on the chat because it's on and I don't want it. Anyway, yeah, so let's have a look at the issue, right? So this is a relatively well-written issue that I wrote myself. Probably not very well written, but yeah, the HTTP cross-origin resource policy, the cause response header, needs to be enabled, and it's not enabled. And the default value, or rather the recommended value, according to OWASP, is to say same origin. And so we know that that's all the information there that we need in order to create this PR. Now, Miguel has gone through and actually created this PR, done it all in one commit as well, which is interesting. Maybe they've squashed before they've... I don't know. Anyway, let's have a look at the commit. So yeah, here I can click here and see what files have changed, or I can just click file changed. It'll show me. So let's go to here and let's see if that just takes me to the files changed. It doesn't. Okay. So it's the same view. Okay, so this view, the commits and then the individual commits for a single commit thing shows me the same view as files changed. So I'm going to go to files changed just to make it easy. And as always, let's talk about what we're listening to. This stream is not supported or indeed sponsored at all by ChillHop. I just really think that they do great stuff. Oh wait, is there summer one out yet? Ooh, it is. ChillHop Essential Summer. When's it out? When's it out? 2 tracks now, released on June 6th. Next week at the time of streaming this. Amazing. Can't wait to get that. But what we're actually listening to right now is ChillHop Double Beat Tapes, J-Folk and Chauffé side 1, side A. So this is what we're listening for. €4 for like 9 ChillHop tracks. Can't beat it. Can't beat it. Put a link to that in the description. Now, first thing we're going to do is we're going to look through this and just actually see what's going on. So what we can see, if I just move the microphone ever so slightly, that's probably better, I hope. Anyway, I should really get an arm for this mic, but I had one before and it gave up the ghost within a week. I locked it in place, and then one of the joins just released and just flung my microphone across the other side of the room, which is suboptimal is what it is. Anyway, right, so we can see here that they've made a change to the constants file. Let me just zoom in a little bit. They've made a change to the constants file. They've added this public static read-only string in the same format as the others, which has the policy header name. They've then gone to the secure header middleware builder, and they've added a using static. Oh, what's this? Oh, I'll have to look into the difference between a using and a using static. In fact, let's do it now. C# using versus using static. do it in a C# using versus. So the only reason I'm doing it in a private browser is I don't want my previous search history to influence the results. We could have asked ChatGPT. Maybe next time we'll ask ChatGPT. So, using system, we know what a using is, we know what a using project is, global modifier, global using static. So what does the static do? In this directive, in both cases, directives. Hang on. Okay, the static modifier imports the static members and nested types from a single type rather than importing all the types in the namespace. Okay, so what they're doing is they're importing the static types from here. Maybe we need to be doing that. We'll see what that class looks like in a moment. So they've gone ahead and they've added. This is sometimes this side-by-side view isn't easy to read. If I could do it instead of side by side, collapse that. I don't want unified. That'd be difficult to read. Oh well, we'll have a look through. We'll have a look through the code in a moment. So they have added this. They've got an XML doc, which is good. Blocks cause, cost origin, value, and then the remarks default that, which means only request to the same origin and port. So they've said that by default it sets it to true. Okay. I'll have actually, can I click on that and see the actual change in the file is? That would be, yeah. View the file. Right. Okay, so here we go. Use cross-origin resource policy header. So they said we've got this. Conveys a desire that the browser blocks no cause cross-origin cross-site requests to the source. Got a description which only means that only requests from the same origin, which is schema host and port. Read this resource. Fantastic. Have a look. I may want to reformat this, but that's fine. Your headers middleware, use cause policy, blah, 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 same origin, okay. So let's see how the other ones. Yeah, probably will, but that's fine. Use cross origin policy true, origin policy one of those value. Okay, let's go back. I've had a look at that file, that was the first one. I've had a look at this file now. So by default, we're saying that the secure headers middleware extension CS should include it. Yes, but I think we'll need to have a version bump so that people on the current version don't automatically get it. In fact, we will have to have a version bump because we can't post a NuGet with the current version. So we'll come back to that in a moment. Cross origin resource policy.cs. Let's view the file on that one. Policy allows provider policy that websites and applications opt into protection against certain requests from other origins, such as those issued with elements like script and image, mitigate speculative side channel attacks like Spectre. So what they've done is they've copied, that's fine. They've copy pasted that, yeah, they've said from Mozilla MDN, fantastic. Okay, only request to the same origin, that's what we want, same site, fantastic. And then, oh, hang on. I think there's some typos here. So cross origin should be cross-origin, right? So I'll need to check this. So let's go to, where are we? Cross origin resource. Google on that. Stand. Yeah, it should be cross origin. Yeah, but this string needs to change. That's fine. I'll remember that. So what we do is we set up a value, the value, and we say switch on the option value. If it's cross origin, return cross origin. If it's the same site, return same site. Okay, cool. So a little comment on this line here. First of all, emoji. Can't remember the. So I'm going to find this. There we go. Eric the developer. Right, we're going to put this in the show notes or whatever. If you're watching this on demand, it will be in the description. If you're watching on Twitch, it will also be in the description. Eric the developer has put together a code review emoji guide, which is wonderful for when a something in a PR requires a little bit of background so that people don't think you're being sarcastic or negative in any way. And these are great. So what we need to do is I need to so I want to do wrench here because change what that needs to be made. Wrench. Whoops. I wonder if there's a thumbs up. Oh, +1. All right, cool. That makes that easier. Plus. Okay. Right, so we're going to leave that. So as soon as I hit start review, boop, that causes. So what's going to happen is our friend Miguel is going to receive an email saying, "Hey, Jamie Taylor has left a comment here and has started a review. So please, could you take a look at this?" So what I'm going to do is I'm going to carry on looking through these. Right, so let's go back to this file. Added all of this. Oh yeah, we finished this one. So back. So I'm good with that one. Yep, I'm good with that one. Have a look. So there's a bool that we're going to use, cross origin. Yep, okay. That's whether the response should use. Yep, okay. Then there's a test. If this is the triad, is this the test? No, this is the actual content. So in the what I want to do is I want to see if I can make this better, but figure that out another. So cross origin content type cross. There we go. If use cross origin resource policy HTTP content triad adding header cross origin policy header name config cross origin policy build value. Excellent. Cool. So that one I'm happy with as well. So, and then there's some tests. So let's make sure that I know what these tests are doing. Cross origin. There we go. So header present config equals that. Create builder. Use cross origin policy dot build. Excellent. Secure headers middleware equals secure headers middleware on next. Headers middleware invoke async with the context. And then we check to see if the use cross origin policy is there. And then we check that the headers contains the key cross origin policy header name. And then we check that the cross origin policy dot same origin value is inside of the context response headers. Okay, is that how we've written the other tests? It is. Yep, all right. Cool. Okay. So that's that test. So we've, hang on, no, there is a test for 2. Okay. Go back. So there is a test cross origin that is present. And when it's not present, we say don't do it. So the create builder in this instance should not add it. Create builder. That's not what I want. Create builder. Doesn't matter, we'll look at that in a moment. Oh well. Okay. So what we're saying with this. Sorry, I shouldn't have sniffed right into. down? Where's my page down? And there we go. So when it is not present, we say just create it and build it. So don't explicitly add the cross origin resource policy, and then run set up a secure headers middleware, then run it against our fake context, and then make sure that header not present config used. So make sure that this is set to false, and then make sure that it doesn't contain the header name. Fantastic. Okay, cool. So I'm happy with those. The only thing that I've got a problem with is the fantastic. Whoops. Cool. Whoops. For review. Okay. We've submitted that review. Cool. Okay, so what this now means is if we look at the PR, this now has for historic reasons I have 2 accounts. It doesn't really matter. So we've got all of the changes are fine except this here has a typo in it, and so we think that there should be a typo, and I've used the wrench there, and I've said, please could you take a look at this. So at some point in the future, Miguel will take a look at this and let us know if they can fix it, and if they can, fantastic, we're all good. At which point I'll be happy to accept the PR, which will cause a build to happen and a release to happen, and we should be able to get this released straight out to the world. Actually, I may be able to make these changes myself. I will let Miguel have a crack at it. It will not that it's going to be difficult to do, but I will let them have a look at it, and we will look at the code in here. So let's go git pull and make sure we're at the latest local version. Oops, this is stated. I wonder if we can get away with using those statics. And you know, I feel like we should move towards some globals as well. Lots of using statements that are similar. So let's just minimize this, run all the tests to make sure that yes, I also need to work on this. Show problems in. I need to look at this, and it will have to be something I look at in the future. But the way that OwaspHeaders.Core works is that it is built on top of ASP.NET Core. ASP.NET Core is available for both .NET Framework and .NET Core / modern.NET. I took the dependency of using ASP.NET Core 2.20 to get the HTTP context. So what we need to do is we need to figure out where we can get this, where we can change this. So look, this is quite an old bug. It's 2023 right now, and this is something that was reported in 2019. So what I need to do, let's have a look at this. It is a high. Oh gosh. Should have changed this ages ago. Okay, that's fine. That too. So what we need to do is we need to change this. Change it quickly. So it's in the CS project. Have a look at edit this project. I literally don't know how to do this, folks. I'm working this out as I go along. So the ASP.NET Core thing that's being dragged in is coming from Microsoft ASP.NET Core HTTP abstractions, right? So let's go have a look at that. Go to Google, type it in. Okay. Yeah, so it's coming from HTTP abstractions 2.0. Ooh. Okay. There isn't a 3.1. I have the feeling. Version guide, okay. Never read through this. Framework reference, framework dependent. Add package references for remove dependency. ASP.NET Core 3.0 removes some assemblies that were previously part of the ASP.NET Core app package reference. Visualize which assemblies were removed. Compare the two shared network folders. For example, here are two things. So, which is the one we've got? HTTP abstractions. No, yeah. Okay, I wonder if I can just do 3. 0.0. Will that work? Packages. Build some stuff. Nope. There is no 3.30. Oh, okay. Have a look at NuGet. Packages. That back to 2.1.1. Closest one is 2.2. We'll upgrade it anyway. At least gets us to the upgrade path. It is deprecated. Run the build and see if we still get that error that came up. View till Windows problems. View till Windows. Problems is Alt and 6. 6. Okay. Yeah, it's still vulnerable. Okay. ASP.NET Core 2.2 is vulnerable. So, like I said, the reason I took a dependency on 2.2 was because that is available for all .NETs. So, ref. Okay. Whoops. Need to add a framework reference to the ASP.NET Core. Okay. That's fair enough. Framework. Target framework. Netcore app 3. What I need to do is I need to figure out which version of .NET. So .NET framework. What I need to do is I need to find out which versions of ASP.NET Core are supported on what versions of .NET Framework. Because not just through a target reference. Okay. If I do that, yeah. Target Framework 3 is out of support and will not receive updates in the future. Please refer to that. Okay. I don't want to do that. What I want to do is I want to say, so I need to conditionally. Right, so I need to do that. CSproj conditional package reference. There we go. Conditional references. Okay, Mark Heath, a great person. Right, okay, so new CSproj form. Creating a new get package on build. That's fine. Multi-targeting. Yep. Okay, if I target net standard 2, what's it targeting at the moment? Okay, so why don't I target frameworks these? Right, And then we do net. Is it net 3.0? Net core app. We need the full list of TFMs. Let's hit save on that. That won't build properly on here because I don't have .NET Framework 4.6. Let's do back here. .NET TFM. The TFM is the Target Framework moniker. Probably have to create a branch to be able to. There you go. Target Framework. Net. So Net Core App 3.1 and 5, I guess. Okay, go back here. Build. Problems. Oh, we no longer have a problem. Full solution. Really? By adding that, Net Core App 3.1 and Net 5.0. If I then do a hack, we can terminal do that. CD source. Look. Dot pack. Have a look at this. What's this say? Target Framework Net 5 is out of support. That's fine. I don't mind. So we can't build because there isn't a 462 on disk. That's a shame. That. Fine, we don't need to put specific input. Invalid input. Oh, I've put @core. Hold on. Build everything. Happy is happy and we know it. .NET pack. Because I don't have the .NET 5 SDK, do I? Terminal. Yes. Six in. I'll probably have to check my doing for CI/CD, but that's fine. GitHub. Go here. Go there. Still fell over. It's fine. Everything done is 6. Right, okay. Problem. Alright, build. Now do it. Should have done that. Oh, no. Build. Made the netcore 2 one. Maybe I just do netcore 2. Net standard 2. That makes more sense. .NET build. .NET back. Cool. We've gone into bin deep. We've gone source. What I'm doing here is I'm making sure that it's actually built something. Yikes. Okay, right. Delete all these. .NET alt. I don't have to do them as 2 separate commands, but I want to do them as 2 separate commands. Have a look. Okay. So we've now got a NuGet package, which has 1 lib, net standard 0. Cool. So now, if the app supports .NET Standard 2.0, which should be everything, let's go find standard. .NET Standard. So we're targeting 2.0, which allows us to be used on .NET and .NET Core 2 through to 7, .NET Framework 4.6.1 all the way to 4.8, Mono, Xamarin, blah blah blah. Excellent. What if we go to 2.1? Because 2.1 isn't supported by Framework. 1.6 gets us 1.0, but I'm okay with supporting 2 point something on all. What do they get us for 4.81? Oh, interesting. What changes there? 462, 467. Nothing. Okay, cool. So that doesn't fix this problem because we've still got yeah, okay. Alt Shift Enter. So what that's saying is so this isn't, let me make this text a little bit bigger. Oops. File, settings, and go 125. There you go. Save that. But what this is saying is, I've said I want to support more than one target framework, but I've only listed one. So it's saying Alt-Shift-Enter. Oops, Shift-Enter. What was the command to replace it? Yeah, that's fine. Use that one. Cool. Okay. So instead of it being target frameworks, it's target framework. So we've gone plural to singular because we're only targeting one. That should still work. So if I build and run this, that'll work. It does. So the reason it still works is to execute. We get the list of commands. We've got that content security policy. We need to change that too. Change that while we're here. Yes. We'll come back to that in a minute. Generate OWASP pump. Hit F12 on that. Don't want that one. We want to build standard, right? Yeah, that was for us doing some stress testing. Realistic content security policy. So I need to go out. This middleware builder built. Nope, that's not what we need to do. Let's go consult the README, because the README will tell us. And it's not listed. Gonna put it in the wrong place. That's fine. README, here we go. README NuGet, that's probably the best one. Because, yeah, open it with a text editor. Build default configuration. There we go. Yep. Cool. We'll stop it and start it again. For an example. So .NET Standard 2 allows us to target all of the different .NETs. Should proving that it still works. That's cached though. I wonder if it's cached inside the browser. Localhost 7001. Security policy. Yeah, it was cached. So there's some weirdness going on with Swagger here. I inspect and I tell it network, disable all the caching, run it again if there's maybe some Firefox level caching going. Now there we go, we fixed it. Okay, so there was some caching going on, which was why we got that really long content security policy. That's cool. I'm just going to keep looking through this. Right. We may need to do something like this. If I can do it. That's why I came here. So we'll need to do that. These. Target framework net 35. Okay, cool. We'll come back to that in a minute. So what we've done here, let me just close this. I think this means we've gotten rid of that error. Yes, we'll exit. Go back. See what happens with this. I think because we're targeting Net Standard 2, it's going to do something behind the scenes. So let's see what's happening. Let it do its thing. Let it slowly build. Not going to touch it whilst we're looking at this. I am going to go ahead and take a look at that PR. I'm also going to check my email to make sure I haven't got a... Excuse me, I do have an email. It's from me. Okay. Nope, we still got that vulnerability. We will fix that as soon as we are able. So ASP.NET Core 2.0. That is because we are using program.cs. Why is that? I don't want that full screen. Get rid of that. That is because these tests in where we're adding it all. There's more. Go to string builder. Probably a really bad one to choose. There we go. Because we're accessing the HTTP context, which is coming from here. Yeah, Microsoft ASP.NET Core.HTTP which is being brought in by HTTP abstraction. So if I move the mouse, you'll lose it. But the tooltip is saying public abstract class HTTP context in namespace Microsoft ASP.NET Core HTTP in assembly Microsoft ASP.NET Core HTTP abstractions. That's where we've got that from, right? So we need to actually go to here, go to the docs, see where we can get it from. So it's coming from abstractions in the package ASP.NET Core app ref, right? I wonder how we can make a list all the ASP.NET Cores. So I wonder if I can just do that. That was what we were talking about earlier, wasn't it? Look. Oh. My dispatch. What that package? Okay, right. ASP.NET or middleware HTTP. Okay. Just move slightly over here. There we go. The HTTP context encapsulates all the information about the HTTP request. That's fine. From a Razor page, from a controller, from minimal APIs, from middleware. Use the HTTP context parameter passed into the invoke. So I don't need that. Is that what we're saying? We don't need that package reference. Synchronizing. Getting loads of errors, that's fine. Make our way through that. Secure headers middleware. Okay, that's cool. Let's just take those out. Request delegate is obviously coming. Is that what it is? It's the request delegate. Do we need the request delegate? Go ahead as middleware on next. So where's my browsers? ASP.NET Core middleware. We need next. I don't think we need next. You know what? Let's because I think they've changed a bunch of stuff. So let's find out. Do we need a version of next? Right, hello world. Fine. Next. Next. Don't call next.invoke after the response has been sent to the client. Let's make sure we're not doing that. Yeah, see, we need the HTTP context as well. Why did it do that? Yeah, so it's saying that we need to reference that assembly, but we don't want to reference that assembly. That one's broken. Let's have a look, see what comes up. Why don't I know what I'll do. Right. Create something here. Go .NET new test. We want a minimal API. I know. We'll do it here. We'll leave that broken for now. New solution. Yep, that's fine. Put it in there. We want a ASP.NET. No, we don't want a. No, we don't. .NET Core. Web application. Type. Huh. Why can't I create a minimal API? .NET create minimal. Right, okay. Yeah, so what I want to do. .NET API. Output to testing. This is going to go ahead and create as a testing app. What I want to do, I want to know what gets me the. What about if I throw this in here? Will that run? Is testing.net. Does okay. So what's happening is the C#.net, C# stuff. Throwing a bunch of clever stuff in the way. All right, let's go file open and see if we can expand it back to its open thing. That testing, and that's it. Yes, okay, fair enough. Yeah, trust. Open it in this window. We'll come back to it later. What we can do, we can have Rider tell me what all of these things are. So what is in the CS branch? Because it's targeting net 6. Okay, fair enough. HTTP context. Funk task next. Oh, hang on. The funk of task. Interesting. Can I get this? Write me out the code in full version. Global using directives. Where's my using stuff? Where are they? OwaspHeaders.Core HTTP. Interesting. OwaspHeaders.Core HTTP. So where does that exist? This one isn't vulnerable because it's using the latest version of it. That's so we are going to have to take that dependency. We are going to have to. Maybe I can just take the version number off. I wonder if the OwaspHeaders.Core app. I'll look on the NuGet page for it. Yes, it's been deprecated, but how do I replace it? Likely don't have to. Will packages be deprecated? Just been. Following list of packages doesn't include specific version of it. What's the plan for running away from? Likely they just include runtime. Maybe I can just deprecate. Terrible. Again, what I don't want is users of this to be vulnerable. So maybe I just take the. Maybe I just make it so that it's only available for NetCore app 3 onwards. If this. Hang on. What I'm going to do. Oops. Where's my other window? I thought I had one there. ASP.NET Core. So what I'm thinking is, we draw a line in the sand and only support the supported .NETs. We'll cut off a lot of people, which is I think is good. Just going to make sure I'm still doing it correctly. Get the request delegate. Yeah. Request delegate. OwaspNet Core request delegate. So what we need to do then is we need to say here net 6.0. And that's the target framework. Target frameworks. Plural. Build on that. That's because I commented out the using statements. Do. Okay. Version. Was good as well. What we need to do is we need to say if we are. Oh. Yes, proj. Let's get this in the other one. Main group condition target framework that auto. Yeah. So, you greater there. On the package reference. Package reference? On the item group. Okay. Item group. That. Greater than that. That in. Build. Numeric comparison was attempted on target framework that evaluates to net standard 2 instead of. Yeah, that's have to have. That's fine. OwaspNet Core. I wonder if that's the problem that I'm having. I think it's because, let's continue. And I think whether it displays this. Target frameworks. Yay! Loads of adverts. 4546. Break. Breaking for different reasons, but that's fine. Okay. Okay. Oh, hello. Sorry, I have not been keeping up with the chat. Hello, Surly Dev. Nice to see you have joined again. I have, well, a lot of people make that comment. It is a Harley Davidson headscarf, do-rag, bandana. I don't ride, but it is a Harley Davidson. It's about to. There we go. I don't ride, but it was bought from a Harley Davidson shop in Chicago, and it's one of my favorite bandanas. I'm wearing it because I have a light directly above my head that I can't move, drilled into the wall, and that's really rather bright, and it would cause loads of reflections and horribleness. So what I need to do is happy with that, but that's not what I want. Take that condition out. This is definitely a head scratcher for me. I've never had to do this kind of thing, so fine. Problem is that's not going to build properly. No, that's fine. I think we're better off just targeting net standard 2.0, which gets us all of those things. System framework. Yeah. What's the problem now? Wrong with these tests. Sample that head. Okay, no, that's... Oh, right, yeah. Keep that for now. I'm not going to delete that class. Keep it for now. Moment tests. Build everything. I think there's problems. Really aren't, are there? Hit the problems button. I've got it. No, it's just not. Press the problem. Now 54 errors. What was that? Request? Oh no. So we still need to figure out a fix for this, but that's. But I think that is because. Yeah, I think the next major version release will have to drop support for ASP.NET Core 2.20. Because it allows users to get into a position where they can be hurt by what. Move this rider window across. I can't really. Maybe is that going to help? I'm trying to show the chat so that people can read it, but I think it's going to get in the way. Yeah. So plan for next stream, or rather the next major version. Once we've got the PR from Miguel out the way, we will then take. We will remove the dependency on ASP.NET Core 2.20. For the benefit of Surly Dev, who's joining us a little bit late, 2.2 data processing errors in Microsoft ASP.NET Core 2.2, so it's actually in the ASP.NET Core. And maybe, wait, hang on. Wait a minute. Stop, hey, wait a minute, Mr. Postman. I wonder if there's a Microsoft ASP.NET. Is this one? Deprecate. I get why they've deprecated it. Okay. ASP. It looks like use that for custom malware. That's the end. I'll have to have a proper think about this. I don't want to just start hacking away. But essentially, the problem is, if I go all the way back to just that, so we can get to somewhere. So we've got build header value. Right. Yeah. Carrot, there it is. Okay. Right, let's just jump down to here. So, because we're accessing the HTTP context within secure headers middleware, we're taking a request delegate next. There it is. So, we're taking an HTTP context and the request delegate for that. So, interestingly, file testing in window. So what the context is the same. Let it do its thing. Not showing me the. I want to see the global. Right, we're happy. Okay, that context is definitely HTTP context, but this next, actually, a func of task. Maybe. Func. Maybe we can do that. Next.invo. I think is it? Not be. Right. Well, book. Cool. So that reduces our requirement on the whether it still works or not. If this works, this reduces our requirement. Oh nope, fell over straight away. Doable constructor for that could not be looked. This config. Nope, that's a bit. But that doesn't change a thing. I'll go back to here. So the problem we're having is request delegate. It's currently coming from Microsoft ASP.NET Core HTTP, which is coming from the HTTP abstractions. At the moment, we're taking a direct dependency on 2.20 because we're not running within an ASP.NET Core. We're not building within an ASP.NET Core context. So I'm gonna have to go back to the drawing board and get some thoughts as to how to actually change this. But that will be useful for a completely different stream, because we're gonna have to wait for Miguel to get back to us about whether they can make some changes to the stuff that they need to make changes to. So a large number of NuGet packages aren't produced for ASP.NET Core 3. Such package references should be removed from your project file. Consider the following project file. Packet frame and .NET Core 3 and okay. So if I temporarily drop support for Net Standard, locks us to close all. Locks us to only using it, or it locks us to ASP.NET Core and .NET. Like that there, .NET Core App 3. It's going to complain because I don't have a bunch of stuff. I don't have the .NET Core App 3. I have that SDK. Right, get rid of that. And TFMs for this one. Net 6. What I need to do... Oh, here we go. Preprocessor. Ah! This is better. Okay, we'll come back to that in a minute. But what I need to do is I need to test something. So I'm going to set this to net 6.0 build, and it should just make everything. Oop. Oh, yeah. Give me a second, folks. Sorry about that, everyone. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to reference, we don't want to reference that. Have to reference that. That's really annoying. What if I create an extension method? Class static class. It's right there. It knows where it is because there's a hidden global directive. ASP.NET Core 8. .g, so it's generated. Okay. Using Splat. Oh, that's in there. That's in there. Yeah. Something in implicit users. Cool. Oh no, we need users. Fine, I want those users. Oh, it's alt ninja, isn't it? Oh, amazing. There we go. Cool. It still knows about the HTTP context from here, though. How does it know about it? I'm gonna have 12 on that. See which one. Yeah, Microsoft. Yeah, I agree. It's the Microsoft ASP.NET Core HTTP abstractions, but it's the version for the SDK that I'm targeting. Oh man, I think I've dug myself into a hole here. Target framework 6. What's it using is disable. Why don't I pick? Why don't I do that? Right, first the. Oh, yeah, oh gosh. There we go. I'm literally futzing about now to see if I can figure out how to solve this SDK.web. Oh, there it is. There it is. I'm not taking a reference on that. Try again. Oh, failed. Able to find that package. Package it. That kind of fixed it. Yeah, that fixed it. Okay, so we need to do SDK web, and then I need to do some things to fix myself. So net 462 was it? And yes, fix that. Oh gosh. Okay, so if we only want to target net 6, can we do net stand? Same problems. We do. Right, okay. So if we only want to target net 6, it works until it tries to restore packages. ASP net core. Got it installed. Microsoft Netcore app host. Okay, let's take a Microsoft.net. I've not installed something. That's fine. So we've got a working version of it. I no longer need this reference, or rather I only need this reference if we're in net framework. So if I go here, where was it? Was it this one? Like this. Yeah. So then the ASP.NET Core HTTP abstractions only gets added if we're in net 4.5. There is actually, this is a pre-poster system. Look at frameworks. You can disable generation of these symbols via that. Okay. Deprecated target framework. Net 5. So realistically, I just want to file. I want to target framework 4v supported and framework additionally package. That's not what I want, but yes. That or that or that. Ugh. Okay. That's gonna be more. Currently, this is never going to fire because we're only targeting 6.0. So we need to back to these TFMs, net 5. So this, it's not going to like this because I'm not building on a Windows machine. Change that to target frameworks. Build, and it's not going to like it because we're not on. Yep. A whole bunch of stuff happening. Those. There. Probably need to change this. Okay, so yeah, there's a change coming. This will no longer support .NET Framework essentially. So the next version will drop support for .NET Framework. That's cool. That makes sense. And then we'll always have .NET v latest in here. You can actually get rid of that. And the restore here failing because I haven't set up my .NET properly, but I will fix that for the next time. So I will keep this in its broken state, and then next time we will come back to hopefully a PR from Miguel that we can get through to the next stage. So that's pretty cool. This hasn't really been a completely useful stream, but I feel, well, okay, it has, because I'm like that, right? I'm very much I am a type of chap who sees a failure as not a failure, but a place to learn, and we've learned some stuff today. we've learned that if we throw the SDK web on there instead of SDK, then we get access to ASP.NET Core. I've also learned that if we target framework 6.0, we then no longer need to take a direct dependency on ASP.NET Core 2.0. So I'll prove that to you by going back here and saying open this project again. We've gone to L-Train now. Fantastic. How long have we been on L-Train? We've been on L-Train. I'm trying to figure that out now. Oh, no, we're still on A. Yeah, we're still on side A. I thought we'd move to L-Train, but we haven't. Yes, in this window. And when we open this, we should only get one problem, and that is a problem where I've not set up my computer correctly, and that is I don't have the correct ASP.NET Core app host. That's fine. I can fix that, and then version 8. So version 7 is going to be the version that Miguel has put together to give us that extra header. You never fail as a dev. You find ways that don't work. Absolutely, Silly Dev. 100%. Just above where that mouse cursor is, you never fail as a dev. You always find ways that don't work. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that and put it somewhere, because that is a brilliant thing. Read it again. You never fail as a dev. You find ways that don't work. Well, you can clip that with the music behind it, but that's brilliant. You're absolutely right. Eliminate enough of them and you'll find the solution. That's about to have screen, and you're absolutely right, Silly Dev. And that's what we've done. We've eliminated all of the enough of the ways that don't work, and we've found a solution. So we are currently pushing out to the world version 6 of the ASP.NET Core middleware. Version 7 is going to still support ASP.NET Core 2.2, and then version 8 will drop support for it. So I'll need to make sure to put that in the README. As of version 8, we no longer support .NET Framework. We have to move with the times, right? Oh, look at that! I've actually got that listed twice. Target Framework is actually listed twice. That'll simplify the CST. Roger one. Still causes me an issue, but that's because my machine is not set up correctly. So I'm going to go away off stream, make sure I've got all of .NET properly installed on this machine, and then next time we're together, I'll figure it all out. But I'm going to leave you at that, folks. We've got a solution, and we'll move on to it next time. So with all of that said, I wish you all a wonderful time of the day wherever you are, and I will see you all again next time. Bye bye. Late breaking news. Whilst I do remember to go check out the .NET Core podcast, which is available at .NETCore.show. That is a show that I put on specifically about .NET stuff. There's also tabs and spaces.io. Oops, there we go. Check out tabs and spaces.io. There's a new episode of this coming out very soon as we are doing this. And then last but by no means least, do check out Waffling Tailors, which is another podcast that I do with my brother. Do you know what, Silly Dev? I'm not sure how to do a raid. Literally never done. Raid are the channels that help you. Okay, fair enough. How do I? Okay, right. So I just put it /raid, do I? Let me get the keyboard for the machine which has a raid and then a channel name. Alright, so I suppose we've got to find out who's live right now. So I wonder who is live. Twitch.tv. Probably get a copyright strike just for showing that. Actually, we'll do it in another window. Code rushed. So you're saying code rushed? Okay. /raid. So you're saying code. Okay. But is code rushed live right now? Is code rushed live? Code rushed is live. Right. Okay. Oh, cool. Yeah. Let's go raid Code Rush. The raid has been created. Ooh. All both of us are going to go raid Code Rush. Anyway, Does that mean I need to end this? Probably. So I will see you all again later.